In this episode of Power Rangers Ninja Stool, yeah, I've said it, Ninja Stool, I don't know what the hell I just witnessed. The Power Rangers have a tied foot race for their school, and we get this stupid story arc where the Yellow Ranger is going to abandon his team for the race to go and fix an engine for some greaser buddy who claims that he's his friend. Oh, he rebuilt the engine all himself in his car, and he's so enamored with him. Oh, sounds like a hell of a boy crush to me. Isn't the Yellow Ranger in love with the White Ranger in this series anyway? We don't need no man crushes. Thank you very much. And what do you know? Galvanax and his goons have a running monster to go along with the theme of the whole race. How convenient, right? And this monster is so stereotypically racist. I'm just going to go ahead and say it's kind of racist. It has the worst Arnold Schwarzenegger impression I have ever heard. I know if I was Arnold Schwarzenegger, I'd be outraged at the fact that people make fun of the way I talk so much. So this monster obviously is a running monster. As stupid as that sounds, he sounds like Arnold Schwarzenegger. Challenges the Rangers to a foot race, basically by disguising himself as a human athlete, a really scrawny one at that. Gets the Red Ranger Brody and the Gold Ranger Levi, or Aiden, to touch his baton. I can't believe I just said that. And when they do, he tries to rally them basically because the monster is basically disguising himself as a human to fill in for the Yellow Ranger who ran off, left his team for some greaser idiot that wasn't even his friend in the long run. Again, stupid character arc, stupid story arc, but he basically tricks them. They touch his magic baton, and they get cursed with some kind of a spell to where it makes them super aggressive and overly competitive. And then they start acting like jerks to the rest of the Rangers, calling them sore losers, and they're going to win, they're going to wipe the floor with them, everything in the book. And obviously, they basically say that if they lose the race to this monster, that they will... they have to give up their power stars, their power ninja stars. They say, okay, bring it on. They don't even care. I know they were supposed to be cursed or whatever, or they put a spell on them, but geez, again, is that the only threat in this series we're going to have to deal with? Is the fact that Galvanax and his goons, they just want the power stars? I get the impression that if the Rangers just gave them their power stars, they would just leave Earth and wouldn't even bother with anything else. They would just continue with their stupid galactic championship fighting league, because there's no threat other than that. They just want more power, like many others. But they have no. Doesn't seem like they have a real urge to destroy anything. They're just bugging the Rangers to no end for their power stars. And when the Rangers lose, the monster turns them into trophies. I'm baffled by this. The special effects were horrible. The whole fact of it was horrible. And of course, the ass clowns, Victor and Monty, have to get involved in the race too. Thankfully, Victor was turned into a trophy. But then again, even then, I don't know, because he still wouldn't shut up, even as a trophy. He could still move his face and talk. He gets thrown into a fish tank and could still breathe somehow. Again, I know he's been turned into a trophy, but if his face can move and he can talk, don't you think he should be able to breathe underwater? So I was really upset. He got thrown into the fish tank as a trophy and didn't drown. I really wished he had. But again, that's really it. The Yellow Ranger finds out later that his greaser buddy, that he claimed rebuilt the engine in his classic car all by himself, turned out to be a phony. He paid someone to do it. And the Yellow Ranger gets all upset by it and says, oh, I thought you were my friend. You just used me to fix your car for you, and blah, 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 blah. Again, a really lame character story arc, but it didn't bring anything else to the episode. If anything, it just took away from... It was one ridiculous thing to take away from another ridiculous thing. There was nothing good about this episode, guys. Sorry, nothing good at all. This was Power Rangers Ninja Steel. I want to say this was episode 13. Yeah, it goes to show how much I'm paying attention to this episode in particular, because man, I just wanted to hit my punching bag over and over and over again after this episode was over, just to get out some frustrations. But of course, it ends with the Yellow Ranger coming back, realizing, oh, I let my team down, so I'm going to come back and help them. By the time he gets there, realizes that 3 of the Rangers have already been turned into trophies. The Red Ranger and the Gold Ranger are being dicks, and so now he's got to try to get them to work together as a team to beat the monster in the foot race that they're still apparently, doing. Half the episode, they're just running or attempting to run with their legs tied together. Obviously, they do the whole lame slow-mo, camera photo finish to the finish line. The Rangers end up winning, break the spell on the other Rangers, and they morph and fight the monster. And it was a quick battle too. It really wasn't even that impressive. We literally only got to see the Red Ranger, the Gold Ranger, and the Yellow Ranger morph for a foot race, and in the very end, all the Rangers in the cockpit of the Megazord to finish the monster off. There was no excitement, no good fight scenes other than that, and that wasn't good either. So I really, really hope that next week's episode is good, if there is going to be an episode next week. It seems to me like they've already cranked out about 5 episodes since the return with episode 9. So yeah, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, yeah, 5 episodes. I can easily see them taking another month or 2 break here, and about another episode or 2, if they don't decide to do it here soon as it is. But I'm going to quit rambling. I've got a busy day ahead of me. I've got to go shopping. I've got to hit the gym. Several other projects I got to try to at least, if not finish, at least try to get some more progress done on them. So until next time, guys, again, this was episode 13 of Power Rangers Ninja Stool. That's what I'm going to start calling it now, people, unless it starts to pick up, because this is terrible. It's unacceptable. I can't take this anymore. Look at my hand. My hand is shaking because of how stupid this episode and how angry it's making me. The fact that Saban can't realize that not only little kids watch Power Rangers, some full-grown adults watch it too, and we're starting to expect a little bit more out of your story arcs, Saban. So light a fire under your ass, or somebody else will. Rangers ready, go.